Hello and welcome to my little chat with Heike, who's one of my lovely clients. Welcome, Heike.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, not at all, not at all. So Heike, just tell everybody a little bit about who you are and what you do.
So I am a photographer, but I'm also a photographer's coach. So I help other photographers build profitable and sustainable businesses.
Awesome, and you certainly are doing that. So Heike, tell everybody where you were when you met me and what made you want to work with us.
So I was transitioning into doing more coaching and creating more resources for photographers to use to learn to build businesses, their own businesses. And I was making small sales and that was before I met you. And once I started working with you, my sales, exploded.
Okay, so why don't you just tell people a little bit how me and my coaches have helped you and what's happened and what's been
So
great.
yeah. So before I was doing a lot of online courses to, help me sell my photography coaching, but I wasn't getting a lot of traction. So with you, you gave me actionable steps like 1, 2, 3, 4, go do this, and this. And it was a very clear blueprint that I followed. I'd never done it before, but I just did exactly what you said. And I started getting more clients really quickly. It felt authentic. It didn't feel like salesy, or it felt true to, who I am. And I saw, more clients and yeah, just results.
Right. So it was aligned with who you are.
Yes,
Yeah, because you're sort of a heart-based kind of gal, right?
absolutely.
Right. So nothing about the marketing seemed spammy
Oh,
or
no. And that's what drew me to you, because I didn't want to, talk like that and come off that way, because that's not who I am. And I don't like when people talk to me that way. I immediately shut it down and I won't buy from them. So I didn't want to, have that approach either.
okay, great. Okay. So now the thing is, you really just, as you said, you just, God bless you, you just did what I said. And it
Yeah.
really wasn't hard, was it?
No, I mean, it felt, I don't know. Wouldn't normally do that. I didn't know to do that before. So it felt, I was a little bit nervous
Mhm,
to do it and put myself out there.
mhm.
But I got more comfortable with it when I got, good responses from people. And yeah, and then it just became a lot easier.
Right, right. And we got you into high ticket because
Yes,
yeah, right. You were dealing with very low price sales, right? And it was sort of a trickle, right?
it was. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And with you, the first thing that you did with me was create that high ticket um, product that I could sell to people, my coaching. And that made all the difference. That's when, I saw the numbers, really start going up.
Right. And how much have you made in sales since you started working with us?
About 35K. Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay. And
Yes.
prior you were making, I think, maybe $1,000 a month or something,
It
something
was
like
around there. Yeah.
that. Right. Okay. This is amazing. So, and congratulations. I'm so happy for
Thank
you.
you. And I should preface, it was about $1,000 a month for helping other photographers. So
Right.
in my photography business, obviously, taking photos, it was a lot more, but I wanted to transition and bump up the other side of my business, which is the coaching, which is what you helped me do.
Right. And you want to keep transitioning to, right, which
Yeah,
we're
I want
doing.
to have that balance in my life.
Right, right. Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. So I'm so happy for you because that was a quick ascension for you because you just
Yes.
did the plan. Okay,
Yeah.
so what would you say was the main thing that you've gained from us that has helped your business?
Um, well, there's a lot of things. So before I was shooting so much that I felt like my life was off balance. And now that I can, sell that high ticket item that you helped me create, I have more balance in my life. I have more time to spend with my kids. Physically, it's not as taxing on my body. So it's just better work-life balance, I would say.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Fantastic. Okay, and what about the marketing? Did you feel like what kind did you feel like you got a whole marketing education in a very quick time?
I felt that, yeah, it was a completely different marketing than I've been ever exposed to.
Mhm.
Um, and yeah, I definitely got an education on that. And Not only that, it's also helped me coach my clients better.
Right.
So I have the knowledge to give them, but I also learned from you, how to deliver that so people can understand and apply it and see results in their businesses too.
Okay, so that's something interesting and not something everybody talks about, but
Yeah,
your coaching skills have also increased by modeling
absolutely.
what you're doing, right?
Yes, yes.
Right, good. So it's
Yeah,
not just about making the sales, it's about being a leader as well.
right.
Right.
And you also gave me, we were talking about marketing. I mean, simple things that I would have never thought of to do that aren't hard,
Mhm.
but make a big impact. So what types of posts to do? I started my Facebook group with you, from your guidance.
Mhm.
How to get people to interact with you and actually come to me and ask me for my coaching services. So
Right.
it's not just me like trying to, hey, do you want some services? It's like
Right.
the way that you taught me to market myself. I have them coming to me in my inbox and they're
That's
asking
fantastic.
me. Yeah,
Great.
which feels a lot better when you're talking to somebody because you don't feel like you're pushing yourself on them.
Right. So your
Yeah,
attraction marketing
exactly.
also increased. Okay,
Yeah,
fantastic.
yeah,
Alrighty. So what would you say if somebody were thinking of working with us?
yes.
What's your recommendation? What would you tell them?
I would say absolutely. At first, I wasn't sure. I thought, this is a lot of money.
Mhm.
But the first time I spoke to you, Jeanne, you gave me such great insight that I knew if I didn't do it, I would be doing the same thing over and over for the next 5 years. And I didn't want to do that. I wanted to, it was like now or never. I thought this is my time. I want to make that difference now. So I took that leap of faith and it was 100% worth it.
That's great. So
Yeah.
you're sort of feeling like you dodged a bullet by actually working with me, because if you hadn't, where would
Oh,
you be?
I'd still be spinning my wheels in the same spot, trying to piece together little tidbits of information that I found on the internet that, maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, where with you, it's a plan, it's a step-by-step plan
Mhm.
to get to a certain result. And I really liked about our first meeting when I first started your program is we sat down together and you gave me a strategy and you said, okay, what are your goals? And we marked down what my goals were. And then you created a plan to get me to that goal. You said, watch this video, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. I'll see you next week. Tell me where you're at, kind of thing. So I really felt like it wasn't just like motivational. It wasn't just, trying to, pump me up.
Right.
It was actual concrete actions that I could take. And every time I took an action, I would see little results. For example, like a certain type of post you would, educate me on, and then I would see the result. I would see how people would respond, and so I could see results for every little step that you were giving me. Yeah,
Right. And I loved how you were all excited every time. That worked. I'm like, of course it
yeah,
worked.
exactly.
That's great. Well,
Yeah,
awesome. So, well, thank you for coming and speaking with us here today.
of
Is there
course.
anything else you'd like to add before we go along our merry ways?
Um, I would just like to say, if you want to finally, make that change in your life or in your business, um, I've tried other programs and stuff, and I feel like this working with you has kind of fast forwarded me, whereas before I was kind of, motoring along little by little, and um, this was absolutely the fast track to get me where I wanted to go. So yeah, and I'm still going and we're still
Right.
working together.
Right.
So
We're
that's
working
awesome.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. So Heike, you are a delightful client. Thank you so much for
Thank
just
you.
sharing and letting people have a little transparency about what goes on.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
You have a beautiful day, and thank you so much for turning up.
Thank you.
Okay. Take care. Bye.
Bye-bye.